Hey everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Kansas City Chiefs. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Well, from a place that's officially been recognized as the loudest venue in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium right here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Hello again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. Leading the charge and quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And now the offensive starters for the Packers.
And I think the entire league benefited when Andrew Whitworth made the decision to come back for his 13th NFL season. Still one of the best offensive tackles in the game. 4 Pro Bowls, 2 times first-team All-Pro. He's now 10th among active players in the NFL in games started.
Time for a look at our starters here on defense. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Out of the gun, Stafford. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And now here comes Kansas City. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
After the interception, here's Rosen. Going to get this to his rookie. That's Andy Isabella. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
Let's go one more.
They go play action. It's Rosen. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's the Chiefs punter now. Back deep, Travis Benjamin. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
Ready? Blue 60. Check, check. Block 54. Block 54. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and they'll bring him down right around the 13. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down. Stafford on third down. Screen pass to Sproles. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now a first down throw. Stafford finding his target. It's Cody Latimer. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Set. 250. Right foot forward. Hey, watch the slant.
Stafford on first down. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Throwing again on second down. Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Stafford going to come up first and 10. And he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. Now Stafford. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford. It's hauled in by Shepard. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Throwing is Stafford. He's got Higbee complete right side. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Now Greg Joseph for the field goal try. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
So the next time we leave one of those coaches' meetings and we're walking out in the hall and you're like, how come we spend so much time talking about special teams?
Here you go. This is why.
This is why, right? And then look, I'm right there with you. We hear it every time we meet with coaches, but it is a big part of it. And look at how early in the game this occurs. They block a kick, and not only does it set a tone, it sends a message for the rest of the game.
Yeah, so much for our first points of the game. So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal. This is Corey Clement, the third-year back from Wisconsin. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They go with Clement here on the counter. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Rosen. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Stafford. Higbee secures it over the middle. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. The numbers for him from a week ago. 7 catches, 51 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. Stepping. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground, and it's picked up by the Chiefs, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
Josh Rosen and company getting set for their next possession. He has a big thank you to say to his D for the interception, then boom, the defense gets it back.
But the ebb and flow of a game is something else, isn't it? But you made an excellent point. A big ode to that defense. They went out there on what we call sudden change after a turnover and didn't give up anything. In fact, took the ball away and set them up again. Really nicely done.
So a clean slate and a mulligan. We get a look at what Ertz did receiving-wise last week. 11 catches, 138 yards.
And he was able to there, but it was easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count as the #1 rated defense. He'll have a tough time.
Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction, and 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So recipe here. Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
On 2nd and 12, Rosen. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And that is caught! Touchdown, Kansas City! Zach Ertz, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down.
Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. I got you, check, check. Look at him.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
We play to win. Let go.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Left side caught by Diggs. And he'll get nothing out of that one. 3rd and 2, Stafford. It's caught, Shepard. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Sproles. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Now it's Sproles. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Michael, set. 180. Watch my board. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Come on.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll try the air now with Stafford. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier. The kick by Joseph is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Jamal Williams making his way back onto the field. He only has a single solo carry, 1. Numero uno, 2nd quarter. They need to get in the ball more, don't they?
I'm not the greatest statistician in the world.
Yeah, you are.
But a back like that with only 1 carry kind of takes me back to college in the classroom. Not enough evidence to declare what you should do the rest of the game. Give him the ball some more and find out. Will they incorporate him? We'll find out. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rosen. Walker with a grab. Left side. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground, this time Clement. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. They're going to run the draw here with Clement. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now throwing on first down and completing it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. Throwing now, Rosen on first down. And this is Ertz with it, right side. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Rosen, incomplete.
I'm going to hit you all.
The Chiefs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Rosen will throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now we move our focus to Stephon Diggs. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the second quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far. Draw play. This is Sproles. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Blue 60! Check right 54. Right 54. Hey, we got to get this stop.
On first down, Stafford here. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Shepard. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. That will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So that'll back them up 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Sproles. Fool anybody. He's going to be driving backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on what should be the final play of the first half. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Hey, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
So here are the Chiefs to take over. Last week they defeated the Broncos, and they've got the lead here as well as they work with a 1st and 10. Second half starts with a run by Clement. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Rosen to throw, and he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. They go play action. It's Rosen. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause. Well, it has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they play right away.
Shocker.
Drill them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Set, 180. Check right 54. Right 54. I know he ain't got it.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. Had some momentum going, driving down the field. That'll set him back 1st and 15.
I mean, that type of play, when you've got it going your direction, shoot, my man Old Mo's arching an eyebrow at him right now. You've got me going. Keep me going.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
And that was well defended. And as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford. And he gets it complete to Latimer. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. 3rd and long. It's Stafford. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Let's go, baby.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Clement. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first miss, and that was a big pump. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
On 1st down, they go with Clement again. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
They're trying to show you they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st and 10, it's Clement. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. From the 35 on 2nd down, Rosen. This one caught by Crowder. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Rosen now 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Coverage that time by Bobby McCain. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. From the gun, it's Rosen. Going to go to Clement here out of the backfield. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here.
A 32-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're in a 13-3 hole here now as they come up on 1st down. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Stafford. His throw incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee, and it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Stafford. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To the air again, Stafford. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing to Stafford. He's got his man on the crossing route. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And a throw there going to be incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game. And on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball. But here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that. And that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
On 2nd and 10, Rosen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 43. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Williams. Levante David in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen, and it's incomplete. Adrian Phillips there to knock that one away. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
I'm going to come back to you.
Now it's Rosen. And he connects with Ertz. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll run on 1st down. Clement. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rosen. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Let's go.
To throw is Rosen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game, his 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Stafford. And his throw is incomplete. Cody Latimer, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Stafford. He's going to let this one go for Latimer. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 30 yards there, and of course the 1st down as well.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football right on the money.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the 50, it's Stafford. Hooking up here with Maurice Harris. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Stafford. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Screen pass to Sproles. The first down screen pass, good for 5. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing again is Stafford. And this is Latimer, complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise, this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll run it with Sproles. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown.
Right there, 54, right there.
On 2nd and goal. Stafford, and this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. That time, a 9-play drive. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. They've got the lead by 3, late stages of the game. What's the message here? Just hang on to the football? Is it that simple?
That's exactly right, because ball security is paramount. And you got a small cushion. A field goal can tie you, but you don't even think that way. Just take care of the ball, close out the game.
Will they close it out? We're about to find out. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Again, it's Williams. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. That's Isabella open on the right side. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Williams. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
At the 42-yard line.
On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished, but to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Kansas City, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.